Welcome to Extra Aunties. I'm Auntie AK, aka A Kizzle, aka the auntie of all the aunties in the whole wide world. And I'm here with...
I am Nana, aka the Black Fairy, aka Dark and Lovely.
And we are joined by the Afro Queen herself, the madam who knows everything about coily curls. Yes! Ms. Paige Lewin!
I'm so happy to be here. Oh my gosh, I love you ladies.
We've had you the whole evening because we've already done the first show, haven't we?
Yes. Honestly, I'm so grateful. You ladies, you say everything that I say, but you say it just so unfiltered. I'm so excited.
We're a little bit raw.
Yeah. Yes.
Like that I'm eating. So you know how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
We want to know who's your enemy of progress.
Yes.
It could be a people, person, place, or a thing.
Anything that's
what?
rattled you.
Anything that's rattled me. What has rattled me this past week is the amount of people that I have seen that have been battling over Charlie Kirk. My issue isn't that we can't have differing opinions, but the problem is that we've entered this new realm of if you disagree with me, then you are X, insert slur. And I feel like we're in a dangerous space because we can't debate then. And it's now seeming to get more and more angry where it's such angry content, I've had to take a moment out. I've had to tap out because the content on both sides is so polarizing. It's actually weighing on me, weirdly.
Yeah.
Social media is a little less fun at the moment. And in the midst of all of the anger, I'm also seeing a lot of things taken out of context on both sides where I'm thinking to myself, it almost feels like it's not even about Charlie at this point.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's
Beyond that.
It's way beyond that.
Yeah.
And you know those times where you go on the internet and you really realise how stressful a place it is and you think this is actually low-key toxic. That's where I'm at, where I don't think I've seen the internet look like this maybe ever, where it's like I might have to just stay off for today.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm saying.
Scrolling is less fun right now.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to trivialise the death of a man. I actually feel like that's the problem, that we're not focused on the fact that there has been a death and the trivialization of trying to basically, I see a lot of people trying to optimize it for clicks and views.
Yeah, yes.
And that's what my enemy of progress is, where it's just completely eclipsed the actual issue at hand.
And I think what makes it difficult is to talk about the Charlie Kirk of it all, because did you watch Jimmy Kimmel's monologue?
I did indeed.
I did.
And because obviously the rebel in me, the left in me, the liberal in me, or whatever, the anti-right in me wanted him to say, fuck you, never apologise. And I was slightly irritated because he got emotional on the Charlie Kirk bit. But that is what you said. It's actually a person died for having an opinion. And yes, he stoked the flames of nonsense, because Charlie did. No matter what, he knew what he was doing. He knew what his words would do and what effect they would have.
Yes, he was very aware.
And to the people that he was reaching that will go and do the killings and the murderings and the racist behaviours and the sexist behaviours. I wanted to go all the way, and I think his response was quite good. Yeah, and his emotions were about the fact that someone died, and and really, if I strip back my kind of opinion about it, someone did die. Yeah, and someone was murdered. Not even just died; he was murdered
in front of a whole bag of people.
And for that, we just need to remember that. But it's really difficult to talk about it without then sounding like you're apologising.
Agreed.
And that's why it starts to be a bit difficult.
Everyone's very heated, and it's making scrolling very stressful.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's never been as stressful for me as it's a risk. You go on Instagram, you don't know what kind of...
Which way is it going to go?
Where the algorithm's going to throw you for the day.
It feels like, though, I guess maybe there's more of it, but it feels like 2020 again. Sometimes when I'm scrolling, it feels like George Floyd has just happened. Everybody is a bit like, tell me what you need. And then other people are like, you shouldn't be asking. Like, it's just, everyone's fighting.
Yes, they are.
And it's like, can we all just take a breather?
Just breathe
and
review.
Talk to each other.
And have it, but that's the problem, isn't it? That's where it all started. A dialogue happened and someone didn't like it and we saw what happened. So that's the scary part of it, where I'm kind of thinking, let me just sit this one out.
It is a lot.
Because the aggression from either side is getting to a point where I feel like, as I said, it's not even about Charlie at this point. So let me just until everybody just takes a nap and comes back?
I feel like at the moment I am consuming more content from the right to understand and really like work through what my pain triggers are and get really critical and analyze, actually, because these are people too. Like I am a human and I have my views, they have their views, and it doesn't help by just saying you're wrong. So then I have to listen to what you're saying to understand where, in my eyes, you steered wrong to where can we meet? Because a lot of the time it's not right or left. I'm not a leftist. I'm not a liberal. I'm not conservative. But on certain issues, I'm left. Certain issues, I'm right. So it's like, actually, let's find out how we can communicate more effectively. And the art of debate is being lost because you have like point scoring, and it's like that's not
what this is supposed to be. I also don't like the lack of due diligence.
That's what's pissing me off.
Because it's the amount of out of context nonsense that I'm seeing, and then people are resting 3 minutes worth of an argument on something that's been taken out of context, where you find the original footage and you're like, so what was the point of that video then?
And there's lots of them.
Lots of that. And that's what's very, very annoying.
And it's the monetization.
It's but exactly, that's exactly because it's riling enough people up that they're cha-ching. So
I get it.
But that's what I have a problem with, the people that are riling people up. You've got Tommy Robson or Stephen Lennon, whatever his bloody name is. He is going around inciting hate and hateful speech and violence, and then getting on a plane for holidays and being upset when he gets deported from other countries.
Nightmare.
He shouldn't be consequenced.
Do you know what I mean? So if you're so about this country and only this country and all that stuff, why are you getting on a plane? Why don't you go to Cornwall?
Devon, it's right down the road.
Stay in your own yard.
Staycation.
If it's so beautiful.
Because I thought that was the ethos. That's what we're pushing, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
He was saying he wanted to go somewhere where people wouldn't know who he is.
Why is that?
That's what he said.
Why is that, sir?
Why go somewhere else?
Why do you need to go to a foreign land?
Don't you think there are people who are being persecuted that want to get somewhere else because they don't want people to know who they are?
Well, you know. Just wondering.
I mean,
sit down and think about it
a little bit.
Once you're at the airport.
But what happens is where there's a bit of hope is when I do watch the shows that challenge left and right. They're seen as liberal shows like The Daily Show and things like that, or even Charlemagne when he's in his challenging everybody. And I like the people that challenge everybody.
Right.
Like they don't just sit, it just seems it's disproportionate because the right tend to do more foolishness and more violence. But that's where I feel comforted, and that's where it's like, now I can get some nuanced conversation because you are saying, you know what, the left, you lot need to do this to improve, and you're allowing this to happen, and the right needs to stop doing this. I just prefer that space.
I haven't seen much of that. I think it's been my issue online.
There is some
Normally, I find a small corner of the internet where people are doing that, and I'm trying to find my people. With this situation, and I'm like, where are you lot? Because I'm finding it hard amidst the either ors.
I do think a lot of the ors are based on hate and lack of knowledge. Because when you listen to a lot of these people that were on the marches, the stuff that they're saying doesn't actually make sense. If someone's talking sense, if they're saying, okay, there is an immigration problem, sure
let's discuss.
Let's discuss that. But if you're starting to say, I'd stop the boats. We want Trump to rule us. We want to be the 53rd state. Then it isn't really about immigration.
It's about
and
your
if you're
incoherence.
talking about, you're doing it for Christianity, because you're a Christian, then that doesn't make sense either. Because it's not very Christian. And if you're waving the St. George's cross whilst you're saying Britain first, then you don't really understand it. Those are the things I have a problem with. And that's, as I said, driven by people that don't really have much knowledge.
Agreed.
So, but that is part of a bigger problem as well.
Not enough knowledge,
system
too much
in
platform.
This country. So,
agreed.
Yeah, it's foolishness. All right, love.
That was a good enemy.
That was a good one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Where did I come from? What, like today? Where do I live?
No, we've already established that you're just round the corner.
I wanted to say it again.
I'm normally the one that's rubbing it in people's faces when I talk about other things.
So where am I from?
Where you come from? What's your origin story, girl?
Jamaica. Ooh. Jamaican on both sides, Windrush, baby.
okay.
Yeah. But I actually did one of those tests. I sent my spit away because I wanted.
Did you?
I did.
What did it say?
I haven't seen somebody in real life that has done it.
Yeah,
Okay.
23andMe.
Yeah.
91% West African.
Yeah.
Yeah, 45% Nigerian,
Right.
and then they did group a lot of the others up together.
Yeah. They do
Where
that.
I don't know at that point.
Was it basically all of them?
It was all the rest.
Everybody.
Yeah, and then that 9% was European.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they showed you as well how many generations back the European came from. I said 5 generations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I get it.
I didn't know that they could do that. That's very
So
good.
Yeah, so just
23andMe
for
does
confirmation.
that.
Yeah.
But the black side, they couldn't say how. Yeah, because they always say
No.
they need more data.
They need more data, yeah, exactly. But the other interesting thought that came to my mind, especially with all of the riots and, well, not the riots, not yet anyway, but all of the people in the street telling everybody to go back home. Listen, I'm 1% English.
So
I'm exactly where I need
about
to be. Mind your
did this to
business.
me.
Mind your business.
Great.
Right. Don't piss me off. I'm right where I should be.
Yeah, 1%.
Yeah, 1% is enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, can't send me nowhere.
You can't send me nowhere. Send me home. Down to Kent. I'm right where I should be. Thank you very much.
did you grow up very Jamaican?
No, I did go. We go back a lot. So we go back every year or every other year, and it feels like home. But I didn't grow up in the Jamaican communities. We had, I was in Bristol.
Okay.
So I was in Bristol, and it was sort of like you kind of dipped in and out of the Jamaican communities. But generally, I was sort of raised in predominantly not just white, but multicultural areas. And then we went to Nottingham, which was honestly a lot more multicultural, a lot more black people just
I would have
around.
thought so.
Just around. It's less of like everybody's here.
Okay.
And, do you know what I mean? On this one road. That was fun.
I like Bristol though.
I love Bristol. The only reason I left is just because it became very samey, where I'm going to the harbour side every Friday.
yeah.
I'm seeing the same mandem.
Yeah.
And how was your week?
Was it Mandem?
10?
There was a sprinkling.
Lads.
Yeah.
There's some lads.
There was more lads
More
than
lads than
mandem.
Mandem.
Where in
Agreed.
Jamaica you're peeping them from?
Spanish Town.
Oh, why? Real thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and for real, when we went down there was one particular road where everybody was related. It was mad. And they were, hey! And I'm thinking to myself, so we're all share blood. Everybody say yes. No one's left. They're all still here.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Are you an only child, or you got?
Only child for my mum and for my dad.
We all got that story.
Go on, what'd your dad do?
So to be honest, he started off well. Good intentions, bless his soul. He did the marriage, he had 2 babies, and then he was like, no more, I'm done with that. And then he had another one, and then he got petitioned by my mum for me. And he said yes, and then he said, actually, no, I changed my mind. And then mum said, well, you've got to go then, because I want me a baby. And he said, wait, let me review. And then he decided, actually, yeah, okay. And we got me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he won. 100%. It was risky, touch and go there.
What's your relationship with mum and dad? Who are you? Are you daddy's girl, mummy's girl?
Mummy's girl.
Yeah.
Mum lives in my house.
Okay.
As of right this second.
Oh, right.
What's that like, though?
Honestly, we do not fall out much, but we did. I think maybe we got it out the way.
Okay.
Because we had some...
Teenage years or through 20s?
No, through 20s I was too stressed trying to pay my rent to argue with my mother. But teenage years...
And what was your problem? Because it was you, teenager.
Teenager, I was staying out and then just not contacting her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and then coming back and be like, what's the problem?
What? I was out in it. Did I tell you that I wasn't coming home?
What's the problem? Just being rude for no reason. But then she was actually a very cool mum. So this thing that I'm going to do with my children, because I think this worked very well, she wouldn't give me a curfew per se, okay? But what she would do is she would say, but you have to give me the address that you are at and the name and number of, not even a parent necessarily, at least one person that is at that party with you. So if for whatever reason you're mashed up and you're not answering your phone, I can either come to the yard or I can call somebody and embarrass you.
That was
And
my
it
rule for my daughter,
worked.
actually.
Because I didn't want anybody to be like, Paige, your mum's calling me.
Yeah.
And then I'm there like, mum's outside that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that would be me.
I want to know those stuff because I would even do that. I'll drop you and pick you up.
Yeah,
she did that as well. So she had this thing as well where she said there was no questions asked. If it's really dire, she will not question me.
Okay.
Yeah. But I always could call her, and trust me, I used that a few times where I got very, very drunk and I just spent all my time. Back in the day when you had taxi money, and if you use taxi money, then you just you're strugs.
Very often,
all the time where you have the money, you're like, let's get shot. Isn't it, I'll find some way to get home, and then you can't get home.
Someone give us a lift.
Yeah, someone will drive us. A random stranger will take us home. That's fine. And then I did that, and then thought, well, there's no stranger, and everybody's left me because I'm drunk and I'm lost. And because we had that rule in place where she said, if it's dire, I will not grill you. Just call me. So I did.
Is she able to grill you in the morning when you're sober?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Because I really feel like that's going to be me.
Yeah. It worked because I just thought, you know what? I just don't want to have to deal with it while I'm drunk in the car in the passenger seat.
She knows that too, because she's not going to get any common sense out of you.
The silence was very loud though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But at least I was safe. Yeah. And I got home.
At least she called her.
And then, exactly. So as a result, I'm sat here today alive.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
These things worked. I'm going to do that with my kids.
I just didn't have a daughter that went out in the way that I was anticipating because I went out. But that was my rules. Whatever you do,
doesn't matter.
You can call me.
Yeah.
I did that for my niece because I don't drive.
Yeah.
So one time she's like, Auntie. So I was like, got an Uber. Like whatever the case is, I'm going to get you.
I'm going to come and get
you. You can. I'm the safe.
You'll be fine.
I'd rather that
than the alternative.
You can't, and you find out home's going to be a scary place if you do something. You make a mistake.
You do stupid things when you're out. I wish I had that. Silly situations that we would get ourselves in, bunking cabs, running, being like, drop us here in a crazy estate. Honestly, we had no money. We would be at the bar like, we've got a tenner. Everyone get a drink. Yeah. That was our cab money. Well, how are we going to get home? You got to bump a cab.
Yeah. Oh my, I forgot about that until you said it.
Oh no.
Run. You'd make the cab drop you off somewhere.
Yeah, and then you'd be like, right, well,
run for this thing. Yeah. Damn.
And you notice every man for themselves because you'd be sitting there like, if
everyone
you
split up.
Get caught,
then
don't
you
bring
get
that
caught.
man to my house.
Absolutely not.
Wild. I would have preferred somebody was like, you know what, you can call.
Yeah.
And we can all get you
And it was
home.
any time as well. Oh. She would always pick me up. And eventually, I think she quite liked it. Yeah. She said to me one of the most enjoyable parts of her life is being a mum. Yeah. And I truly think like I could have been a much worse child. I had 13 to 17. That was it. And I was a nightmare.
That's reasonable.
Yeah. After that, we're locked in.
Yeah.
Aww. So
yes, it was being a teenager, but did you have any kind of like teenage angsty, like, oh my God, I hate this, or I was getting bullied or anything like that? Or was it just teenage normal madness?
No, I was just being a prick for no reason.
Okay, fair. It's teenage madness.
Yeah, just teenage madness.
Hormones.
And then, literally.
Hormones,
And then, I could tell you when it stopped, is when I told her to fuck off.
Oh.
And I got one smooth, open palm.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a mistake.
How old were you when you did that?
17.
And you thought that was
17. And I was at the bottom of the stairs and I didn't have time to run to the top. That was going to be the plan. That was going to say it and then run. And I didn't have time.
Were you testing it to see if you could get away with it?
Because I had heard my white friends had done this.
And that's what I was going to ask you.
You literally thought that you
thought, well,
let's see.
And I did it and I said, oh, well, that's on me. I take that. Yeah, that was on me, 100%. Yeah. And after that, it definitely sobered me up. That's for sure. I was like, no, that's okay. It's not for me.
That's not it. Yeah.
No, thank you.
No.
You can't carry on those antics.
No, it was just it shocked me back into reality.
I remember going to a white friend's house and hearing them say that to their mum.
And I was sat there like,
I was shocked enough to know never to say that to my
mum. No. It's not.
Oh my gosh.
It was fascinating, isn't it? You're watching it and you're like, shut up.
Shut up, mum. Piss off,
mum.
No,
just fuck off, mum. I'd be like,
no.
Yeah.
No, it's long.
Heard the lot. I'm not eating that. Make it again.
Yeah.
Make it when?
Make it
never.
again.
You know, you're not sitting in the chair like...
She said, make it again.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's really tasty. She said, make it again and make it better.
I'm not having that at all. Not at all. So were your friends all white?
Not all, but a large quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever border on the lines of coconutism?
Oh, God.
The craziest thing is, I personally did not think I was.
Okay, fair.
But the ratchet black girls would call me a coconut.
Oh. And the
Yeah.
fact that you call them ratchet black girls.
Yeah.
They were
I
like,
say the
"You're
ratchet
different."
black girls because they beat me up.
Wow.
That's why. Because they bullied me within an inch of my life. So to me, they were...
did, so you did get experience
Is
of
this in
bullying?
secondary
Oh,
school?
yeah. This was in primary school. So I called them ratchet because, as I say, it was constant battering and beatings. And
And why? Was it why?
because I was a coconut to them.
To them.
Yeah, so they said that I sounded too white.
Wow.
So yeah, they didn't like that.
That
Said I wasn't black
insecurity.
enough, so
Crazy.
they just like terrorized me for about a year.
How did that affect you? And your
I
outlook?
went into myself because I didn't tell mum for a really long time because I was embarrassed and I was just I don't know what to do about
See,
it.
this is the thing with kids. It's
Yeah.
like, it is the
Internalising.
embarrassment. You don't want to tell your parents
No,
what you're actually going through
no.
in any way, and you just kind of like weather it. Like,
I weathered the storm until one of them stole my Walkman and she was like, "Where's your Walkman?" And I was like, I must have lost it. She said, "You haven't lost it. Where's your Walkman?" I said, "Someone's taken it." Letitia took it. And she went straight to that school. And the problem is the teachers knew. Teachers all knew, but they just
all knew that you were being
yeah,
bullied
because
as well.
I'd be in tutor and they just walk past and be like, "Bitch, Paige, bitch."
Oh.
Yeah.
oh my
So
God.
the teachers knew, and it was only really one teacher that kind of was like stepped in but didn't step in. Stepped in to be like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Okay."
Do you think that was that white teacher dynamic?
Yeah, white
Like, they didn't
teacher.
give a damn about what the black
Yeah, where she was like, "Oh no, this is none of my business.
Like, I'm just not going to
This
get
is
involved.
far too cultural for me. Like I don't, I don't know how to even begin to handle this dynamic. I don't even know what a bounty is, you know. So let me just step out of it. And then the craziest thing is that in year 8, I said, okay, well, if you can't beat him, join him. So then I became quote unquote ratchet too. Yeah. And that kind of helped for a little bit because I get to slide under the radar. But I had to leave the group because I couldn't bully people.
Yeah.
I wasn't built for that life. And they were bullying people.
I know you were young. I know it's so far long time ago, but it's just like it's interesting to wonder why they felt they had to bully. Is it too much psychoanalysis, or is it just that were they protecting themselves? Were they insecure? Obviously, insecurity comes from bullying, but
Yeah, I think
can you remember like what were the motivation or why they were even positioning themselves? Because also there's that kind of black projection, like you're black, so you are bad, so we're going to live up to being bad in this white space.
maybe. I think the problem is that I was very much the type of child that I would mind my business, but I was in like top sets and gifted and talented and all these things. And I just feel like, if I'm not mistaken, it was the bullying started when they were sort of, "Oh, do you think you're better?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "No,
Was it like a large amount of black girls or just?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There were a lot of them. It was basically, we were one of the first academies, yeah?
Right.
And it was taking a school that was in Hyson Green in Nottingham, if you know. So it's like a bit of a rough area.
Okay.
And then they mixed it with a school that, it wasn't a posh school by any means, but it was a school that had like really overachieving kids in it and mixed them together and put them in a big prison-looking facility and called it an
hoping that
academy.
they were doing that peer
Yeah.
experiment. Like,
Correct.
so if you're around
Yes.
the good kids,
No.
you all
No.
will become good
No.
kids. Yeah.
No, not if you
It
don't-
doesn't
you
work.
need-
Academies don't work.
Let me tell you, my trauma says no, that did not work. So then as a result, it just felt like a lot of the children that we were intelligent, but also I wasn't extrovert by any means. At all. So I just was trying to keep to myself because I didn't want no trouble at all, but it seemed to just piss them off even more. Well, shit. So as I say, I thought, let me be one of the Galdem. And then when they were bullying people, I just thought to myself, oh, this is awful. I can't watch. Like, they were like pushing people downstairs. One time they like spit on someone. I was like,
Oh,
no. I said, there is no way. So then I left that situation. And then I decided that that point, if I'm honest, I think it was just a defense mechanism to be funny.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
That worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
Right.
everybody left me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got,
You're not
except for the
threatening.
teachers. The teachers did not
You're not
appreciate that.
threatening, and
Yeah.
you can, you know.
Yeah. So class clown from
Yes.
year 10 was my defense.
Okay.
If I'm funny and make everybody laugh, it doesn't matter whether you're ratchet, whether you're white, whether you're gifted and talented, it didn't matter.
They'll just leave you alone.
Correct. Everybody left me alone. I was just the funny person. And then ever since then, that's kind of been my crutch. Make people laugh.
Hear it.
And then I get left.
We had someone that said that on the back of being bullied in school, it changed the outlook on who they chose to be their friends? Did it change? Did you lose trust in black girls after that?
I love... I love black women.
Right.
I love black women. And honestly, even those girls have all come and apologised since.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's nice.
Really?
Like
What, since you became famous?
On Facebook.
What, since you became famous?
No.
Oh, okay.
A little bit before,
Okay.
when I started doing content, when it was just like a couple people liking it. Like, not a lot of people,
Yeah.
but they just came in this, I'm sorry for what we did, or I'm sorry for this, or I'm sorry for that. And I accepted the apologies
I
because...
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Same.
You know.
And I just also, I knew a lot of their lives and it wasn't...
This is what I was going to say. Sometimes people that do do stuff like that, this isn't an excuse, but sometimes people that they're literally going through some shit.
Yeah.
Like, there were a couple of times, you know, when you go around for sleepovers and you're like...
I understand.
Yeah. Listen.
It all starts to make sense why you are an arsehole.
Come here on Sundays.
It's all right. It's all right, honestly.
I get it.
Let's let it go.
That is the truth. That really is. I had a bully in primary school.
Right.
And we could see, once you met her parents,
Right.
you understood where her
Why?
venom came from.
Yeah.
Just in her dad calling her across the playground. And it was like,
Okay,
it all makes sense.
Your family's a twins.
But we all did stop talking to her. But even that, it's like that galvanizing everybody to be like, we are not going to allow one person to get all of us to bully somebody who is the person.
Yeah.
It was, I took that into secondary school. Like, that will never happen. We can't have like a group collective.
No, not
we're
at
gonna
all.
bully someone, but it sometimes
It helps you to have a bit of grace, especially when you get older, because I never wanted to be that person that hates all black women because of like...
Because of experience.
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. And I honestly just think that the boxes we put each other in, it's a school thing. Don't you find that normally, I think college, it all just... to me, college, you start to just be like, it's all a load of bollocks.
It depends on your mindset, because the playground plays out in even
there's cliques in
workplaces.
college, innit?
Because when I went to college, everybody, so anybody from the roadman to the preppy white girl to the funny black girl, we're all whoop, and I feel like we all just let it go and realised it was just a bag of nonsense.
I think that I understand college doing that.
Yeah, college, and then uni as well. It happens. It keeps happening where you just realise that, oh, it's not that deep.
Yeah,
and then everybody's just merged in together. Where I just think to myself, the more time recently that I've been around black women, my life has been so enriched. Oof. And I've just thought everything in its time, right? Because I just know that growing up around a large quantity of white people has led me on the path that led me to the book, that led me to my content, that led me to all of those experiences happen for a reason, right? Because then now I can speak to the black girls that have been in those scenarios as well, because I know how it feels. But I've got a community of beautiful black women around me, and it's wonderful.
What did you do with your funny? You realised you were funny. Were you then like, I'm going to be a comedian, or what?
Oh no, I'm reactive funny. So I can't stand up and read a script, but if your child falls over, I'm good. I'm ready with 20 jokes. So I need to be in situations like this where I can just talk, and then my funny will wave in and out.
What did you do? So what was your kind of thing as a young girl? Like, I want to be this.
I wanted to be a TV presenter. For a while.
You had performance in you.
I had performance in me. I did acting for a while, and then I did dance, and I chose dance, and then I did dance up until when I went to uni, and then everything just went out the window because freshers. Yeah. And I took nothing seriously after that point.
What did you study?
Well, I started with print journalism, and one of the first lecturers, the lecturer said, print is dead, and I said, let me transfer because
it's like, why is the course still there?
What do you mean? And then I transferred to fashion, and I think it's the worst age to ask me what I'm going to spend tens of thousands of pounds studying. Because at 18 I said fashion. Because I like fashion. And then now I've got
Where did you even go and study?
Nottingham Trent University. Okay. So it was decent for fashion, but I don't need that degree.
They got us all. They got us all, man.
I really don't think, and I was very much the type of person who was like, yeah, education. Now, I don't think I'll be pushing that on my child whatsoever. I really don't know many people that actually do use their degrees. Yeah. Not one person has asked me.
I mean, I do use mine.
Me too.
Do you really? Has anyone asked you?
What, about my degree?
About your degree in your working life?
No, it hasn't helped. It didn't mean that I got my job because
that's what I was told.
I just have a degree.
They indoctrinate you to believe that they will care.
Do you think you're using your degree?
I'm a journalist.
Well, yeah.
So I guess
you definitely are.
So it's the skills. I'm not thinking of
the paper.
But the paper that I don't know, but I think it has helped in my, because I'm an entrepreneur now, but in getting into, and I've only been in the BBC, but I guess in different departments, that thing is a barrier, is an entry point that I have done that. I went to the College of Printing, so it was a good, reputable thing. So the lines.
Yours definitely has helped, but I know people, for example, in podcasting or journalism, and I ask them about like uni, and they'll say, oh, I did art.
Yeah, there's that. That.
Yeah, I mean, I work in film, and my degree's in film studies. So.
Okay, well, you've done well then.
But I totally say
without.
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's not like it's not like I went to my first job and they were like, "Do you have a degree in film?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it wasn't that,
and that's what I feel like they scaremonger at uni.
I think it's evolving now. Like it's like you don't necessarily need to.
No.
I definitely think learning the craft, however you learn the craft. That's important.
And don't go to university just because you think it's something to do, because it's a lot of money and it's a lot of time.
Exactly.
Unless you really have a passion.
Expensive now.
I was the last year of the £3,000 a year. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was actually the last year for EMA as well. I have been just living that life, and then seeing the generation just below me like getting cut off, and I feel bad for them because the little £30 a week sorted me right out.
EMA came after I think I had gone to uni. And
it was a
EMA,
blessing.
Oh, come on. But I got the $3,000 one.
Yeah,
but now when people, what is it now? Is it
It was 9.
It wasn't it 9.
It was 9, and then I think it went up 12 to 15. And unis can they can apply for it to be larger if they deem the course to be elite.
That's because I paid for
appeal.
I paid for uni, and I paid $3,000.
I remember them saying I had to take something full because I had a child, because I was like single mother on benefits type thing, so I had to take the full whack. I was like, fuck you, bro.
They gave you the extras. Yeah, I got all the stuff.
I
got all the stuff, but I had to.
I went through everything. Hardships, all the loans that you could get.
All the grants. When I first went to uni, because I'd left home so young, I had to like prove that I was living on my own. Bag of shit. It was mad. I was like, look, here's my address.
This is where I live.
I would not pay $9,000.
No, that's what I mean. Not for the
$10,000 in this country.
I remember when my brother was going, and he won't mind me saying this. He literally went because he thought that it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was
because that's what you do.
He had no vocation to really go. And I said to him, it's going to be $27,000 plus that you're going to owe at the end of it. Are you sure? And he still went. But I suppose he hasn't paid them back, so...
The life skills. But I'm just like, all of that money for the life skills, is it really, like, it's not that deep, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the leaving home, living alone...
That's the part.
Having to actually stick to my schedule, and even, honestly, getting pissed, going out, getting drunk, living life... heartbreak, all these things. That was life. That pushed me into the next... It was worth it because I paid $3,000.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it. It's all of those life lesson stuff, but it was cheaper.
But not for now.
I'm not going to now be 50k in debt.
Oh no, for tutu life lessons.
Yeah. In hindsight, it's like absolutely freaking not.
For 10, it's not so bad.
It's a bargain.
It's a bargain.
And especially when you know, maybe I'll pay this back, maybe I won't.
Who knows? That part is great.
I keep telling them I'm earning less than 25 for as long as I can.
we were in that moment. It was like everybody was kind of doing. I had fun at uni, but now
that's not
fun.
Like,
no, come on now. Like we got to really think about
fresh
this.
It's not as fun when you know the debt that's coming.
Yeah,
to be fair, do you know what? Because I did mature uni because I was 24, 5 with a daughter. I appreciated it. Because I actually went and learned.
Yes.
I missed out.
You were studying.
I went to everything. How dare I? I'm a single mother and I'm going to be like, let me go out, get drunk. Are you mad?
You got to go uni properly.
But that's what I'm saying. You've got to do you. I never had the uni experience.
I went to 2 unis. When I first went to uni, and then I left that one because my course was shit, and I was like, this is not...
Yeah.
So then I went like later on in life, and I didn't do anything because I was working full time. I was like, I'm not doing anything. I can't be with you. And they were younger than me as well. It's like, no.
Yeah, so it's not just that. No, I had full on uni experience. I am going out. Raving.
I went out.
Day.
I dressed up at Nottingham Trent. They have the Trent Army, and the Trent Army is TRENT. We are the Trent Army, and I'm there like, I lost my head.
I had that. I wish I had that.
It was mad. But brilliant. I also just feel as if at the moment, it depends on what you do, right, as a job. But even now, I feel like I'm having a second awakening of life because I left my corporate 4 months ago.
Okay,
not been evicted yet. Corporate sales director.
4 months. Oh my God, you're fresh.
Actually, no, 5 months. Tell a lie, 5 months. And I have paid my bills every month on time.
Nice.
And it's from all of the stuff that people say is fluffy. No, I'm paying my way.
Nice. Yeah. And this is purely now
just me.
An author, amazing, Paige. Content creator.
And I'm paying the bills, and the bills are so high. Thank you, ladies. Because I did it and I just thought, you know what? This is, you know, when they talk about, walk by faith, you lot don't know what walking by faith is. And this is where I now feel like I'm having another round of, not freshers, but like, I'm excited about life again.
Yeah.
Where did you, so you went uni?
Yeah.
Work, job, what?
Uni, went straight into corporate sales. And
why did you do that?
Because I was working at Nando's and I loved Nando's. Nando's was one of the best jobs I have ever had in my entire life. And if I was broke tomorrow, I would go back to Nando's.
Really?
Why?
It was so fun. It was one of those, have you worked in hospitality before? Because if you haven't, you won't listen.
Only in a
hospitality is one of those jobs where you do mad hours and you also do a load of nonsense that you shouldn't do because you're almost delirious from the ridiculous hours you're doing every week. But the amount of banter that you have, not just with the customers, but also with the people that work with you, because they're also delirious and tired, is like top tier.
Okay.
We would do so much madness on shift, and we would steal chicken, and we would all the time.
They'd be like, free chicken.
We got free chicken. We wanted more. And they would do this ridiculous thing where if you made too many chickens, because you had to try calculate it, right, and try and say, okay, we think we might get this number of people in through the doors before it closed. But if you get that number wrong, they would just throw the chickens in the bin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Really?
And I said that it was egregious. Yes. And they would take the hot chicken and throw it away. So I would take the whole chicken home. Yes, Andy, it was me.
Yeah. Good.
Okay? I don't care.
That's
it
how
was
it
me.
should be.
That's how it should be.
And they said, is someone taking the chicken home? I said, no, never.
It's mad. I can't even.
It's waste. It was wasteful. And then they tried to start giving it to homeless people, but then the homeless people started queuing up outside waiting for us to close. And then they were like, oh, it's not good for the customers. It was a whole roller coaster ride. So yeah, I took the chicken and what?
Take that.
And I'd do it again.
So to be fair, proud of it.
Yes.
So then you went corporate, and then whilst you were doing your corporate job, you were like, do you know what? I want to talk about afros.
No, it's because I got traction alopecia. I got traction alopecia.
You're wearing loads of the weaves.
Yeah. And braids, all of it. Weaves, braids, glue, wig combs, swoop, baby hairs. I did all the black girl stuff.
Yeah.
I did it all. And I ended it bald.
10 hairstyles in one.
And bald on both sides. And that was the saddest part because I just thought, I don't know, I thought my follicles would last forever.
Yeah.
It's how it goes.
It's not a joke thing, but the problem is, I don't remember anybody raising me to talk about alopecia in my family. I don't remember that being a dialogue to say, oh, careful of the tension.
So were you of the typical mindset, very like, it's a weaver's extension, it's nothing.
It's not that deep.
And you don't show your hair.
Oh, no. I didn't wash it. I didn't show it. I didn't look after it. Months would go by. It wasn't like real to me. It was just the base. This was just the base. So I would maintain it enough to be able to make sure I can get my goddess braids or enough to get my wig braids or to get my tracks.
Was it also never just rock it out like...
Oh, no. No.
Not even in a ponytail. Because that's what I always wondered. That now I see people and I'm like, you don't even put your hair in a ponytail.
No.
Like just a simple I'm not saying you've got to have an afro.
No.
But
No.
Wow.
So was that culturally, like what you saw, where were you getting that information that you do not show your hair?
This is the problem,
was
innit?
it a habit that
It started off with, I'm going to get two tracks because my hair is mashed up from relaxer.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
And then I did the leave out and the weave was not
Matching.
and it was stressing me.
Blending.
Not blending. And then I thought, I might just try a wig. And again, to grow back my hair. That was the goal. And then I just couldn't leave the house without that wig. Okay. I set the standard and I wigged too close to the sun. And it was too much. And then also set the standard for the men.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Because I set the standard for the men. So then they knew it wasn't my hair. But I wasn't having anyone sitting down holding my hand saying, you'll be beautiful without it. They were happy with me with the tail comb itching my head and clearly being uncomfortable whilst I was asleep. Nobody said, come on, take it off.
I hate it because they lie and try and be like, no, we just want you all natural. And it's like, actually,
you knew that was not.
You all feed into it as well.
You knew that 613 blonde bust down was not mine, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you saw me in bed. And you said nothing. Nothing at all.
And was you like a proper, they are not even going to see me in a headscarf?
What, without the wig?
Yes.
The headscarf can go over the wig. It has a style.
Yeah, one of the, I've been hearing this is a real thing.
No, never.
So if they're going to see you in a headscarf, you still have hair.
It would be underneath. So sometimes I couldn't be bothered to glue it down. So I'd put a baseball cap on and it wouldn't be, or a scarf.
Yeah.
But it would have to have length here.
What about like when you would like go in the shower and stuff like that and you've got people over, you've got company and you've gone in the shower and you've like...
Then it's clipped up.
Yeah.
It's my hair.
I get it. I get it.
It
became an
hair.
extension.
It's
of
my
you. I get it.
hair.
Did anybody ever see it?
Yes. My last long-term relationship, we were together for 5 years. I didn't have a choice.
Okay.
We lived together.
Okay.
And COVID.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was no way around that.
Was you only date black men or you?
Oh no, I don't mind. I do not discriminate whatsoever. He happened to be white. I've dated black men, I've dated white men, Spanish men. And the thing I have realised in my time is that the ones that cared the least were the Hispanic and Mediterranean and Brazilian from that.
Okay.
Really?
They were very much like, actually, tell a lie, one guy that I was dating was like, he said he loved Afro hair.
Okay.
But everybody else, they didn't bring it up, but they didn't petition for me to be natural.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
At all. They were happy with how I was presenting and they were okay with that. Despite the fact that we all knew that it was not my hair.
Yeah.
That's so...
There was no confusion.
But there's a lot around, we do talk about, but not in the way that the men in our lives can affect...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
100%, especially as well when, I don't know, Cardi B, Sierra, Beyonce, choose, you pick, is coming out with some fresh look.
Yeah, and the look is...
And then the look is looking, and then you're thinking, I might try that. Even, listen, Kiki's ginger.
Oh,
but
the shortcut.
All of it.
Bad.
All of it.
Love it.
You know when you see someone and you're like, it still happens.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm glad that I went through this transition single.
Okay.
I don't think I could have done what you've seen me do with the self-love and the wear your natural hair, truly, if I was in a relationship, because I know there would have been a part of me that wants to look desirable to whoever that person is, and they could have derailed me.
Yeah.
Right.
So interesting.
It's true though.
They could. I need to be single, stone cold single, and not trying to imprpress a damn person to do this and get to this. Now I'm here.
Yeah.
You can't derail me.
When
now.
I'm with a
I hear
guy
that.
and they mention my hair, I'm going to do the opposite of what they tell me. No, I swear.
Really?
Because I feel like, who the fuck are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
It's me and my hair.
I had a guy say to me once, not every day Bantu knots. No, every day he saw me, I'd have Bantu knots.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every
that
single
takes a
day.
lot to even
It does.
get to... Because realistically, the only time...
Yep.
And it's just knocking me on my head now.
Yep. Talk to me.
I cut my hair...
Right.
When I was in college. And I've always been like, I'm not going to cut my hair again. And I swear it's because the guy I was seeing...
Here we go.
He was like, no, but your hair was like nice and long.
Here we go.
And literally, it was like, I never cut it. I never redid the cut.
No, you didn't.
It just ended there. One time cut.
Yep.
Tried to do that Halle Berry thing. It ended there, and then I went into finger waves to grow it out.
Yeah, to grow it out, so it was nice and long.
I had told myself I didn't like it, but thinking about it.
No.
But they do get in your head, yeah.
I don't even know if I did like it. I didn't like it. This is the day I got it cut.
Right.
So I don't know if I liked it or not, but he said it wasn't good.
And then that's internalized, and then you will then find a way to make sense of it so that you don't feel like I'm doing this for a man, because the narrative you need to be independent,
100.
you can't do this for no man, even though deep down we want to look good for our men.
I totally
And there's
spent around
nothing
like,
wrong
I
with
didn't
that.
like it. It wasn't even that long ago. I was saying it to you. Yeah, short hair don't suit me.
Yeah.
No,
And
I bet it
was
did.
like,
I bet you looked fire.
100%. Like, I know.
Wow.
So the only way I knew when I started this journey, there is no way I can pick up no scallywag man. I'm going to have to literally go the last, from 30 to 32, the last 2 years of the full journey, I have not even made eye contact with the man, because I said, you're going to take me off track.
Yeah.
That's it. So what was your revelation? You had traction alopecia.
Yeah, traction alopecia.
So then you were forced to ditch the wig.
And then I also had colour damage. I wanted to go...
colour damage, sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to go mango orange.
Okay, that's so specific, babe.
Because I remember the box. I'm traumatised by the box. I can see the woman with the mango. I can see it. And I did that, but I did it too many times in the space of about a month.
Okay.
Trying to get that.
Yeah.
And dying again to get it.
Yes, I was. And I thought, but that's because I didn't care about my hair.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of everything I do, is because I just thought, I don't care.
It's the base.
Yeah, and I also thought it's the base, and I thought from years of being around Jamaicans, it's tough, innit? It's picky. It can handle it. It can handle it. It's tough, it's picky, it's nappy, it's fine. It's strong. So I thought it's fine. And then it wasn't fine. I went to the trichologist, and it was traction alopecia, and they said, and we're going to have to shave this hair off.
Okay.
Buzz cut this, because it will never retain moisture again.
Oy.
Because they said they described my hair strand as an unzipped jacket, because it was split down the middle from dryness. So the dye just dried it, and then it just, so obviously you can't retain any more. So I put water in it, and water falls out. So they said you have to shave it all off. So I'm there with traction alopecia, bald spots around here, and very short, very like dry hair.
And you started blogging
at that point.
And you started blogging at that point.
Yeah, that was season 2 of Texture Talks.
So then on that, so you're having to reinvent yourself in front of people.
I've done it all in front of everybody.
I've seen you change your hair up. I've seen you shave it off. I saw you with the
Did you see with the faux locks?
I did. I saw you with the faux locks. I saw you when you took out the faux locks. And
You've seen the entire journey.
I saw all of that, and then I saw you have to shave.
It was
all
all
of that
public.
Off. I saw all of that.
All of it.
All of it.
What did that do to you?
It made me realise that every time I thought I was doing my natural hair care journey, I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
I kept saying, this time.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
This time. And then I would end up bald, or I would end up having to cut the hair, or I'd end up back at the salon with a 5-inch trim. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I not understanding about this? What am I not getting? And it was the realisation that you do not think your afro is pretty in any way, shape or form unless it is coloured, bleached, twisted, coiled, gelled, manipulated, or extended. That is the problem. And this is ugly to you. That is the issue. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, there's more work to be done then.
Yeah.
But do you know what? I will say it's really refreshing to watch you in your journey. Thank you. Because there are so many women out there that are not comfortable in their natural state. That might be. There's so, like, whatever texture they've got, right? So there's so many women. And to see you try and fucking fail. No, to see you try and fail, but you're doing it so honestly, you're like, that didn't work, fuck me. I'm gonna shave my hair. Do you know what I mean? You're doing it so honestly that it is, like, really, really refreshing. And I think that you help a lot of people.
You do.
Yeah.
Because I think the problem is with the internet for me, when I was doing all that content, I did it on purpose, even though it made me low-key uncomfortable a lot of time, is because I was getting irritated because everybody just seemed to just be polished on the internet. Everybody was doing the perfect twist outs and the perfect this and the perfect that. And I was like, well, why does mine look mash up then?
Yes.
Why? Yeah. And I'm thinking, well, it can't just be me.
The wash and go.
Yeah, why does my wash and go look like this? But yours looks like that. And then also, I'm seeing a lot of people where their afro didn't really look like my afro. And I was like, your afro, I know you've #afro, but
yeah, it's not afro.
Your afro doesn't look like mine, Missy. And then I just got irritated, so I just thought I would just make the content.
when you're on YouTube, when you go natural, you're on YouTube, like you feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's amazing. And then you think, okay, like I'm gonna try this person. You find someone whose hair kind of looks like you, and then you think, okay, I'm gonna try those products. You do it, and it doesn't come out like that. It never does. And you're like, oh, okay, well maybe that person wasn't the right person. You end up going through so much. You end up in a hole. So much money on different products as well. Yep. I have a whole chapter in my book about the fact that going on YouTube, especially for somebody with Afro hair, is possibly one of the worst things you can do, especially when it's just constantly how to make your 4C curls pop, how to make your 4C curls drop, how to elongate your TWA. No, the wash and go is the one that got me though. It ain't no bloody wash and go. You're not washing and going nowhere.
It's not. They're just doing
staying in your seat.
And you find that they're always a bit mid-length.
Yeah. They're always, when they say short, do you know how many times I've gone on, I've ended up on page 7 looking for short. Where's the short? Is the short in the room? Because I'm seeing mid-length.
Yes, it's always like where you want to be.
But that's the clickbait. That's the problem where they say 40 TWA finger coil tutorial. Oh, yes. And then there's this wavy head, mid-length. I've been caught again. You got me again.
So when you had your hair shaved, and it was like, oh my God.
Yes.
What did you do to? How did you like fall in love with yourself? Or
you know what I did? I actually did actionable things, and this is why I personally think my book is revolutionary because
just say the name, by the way.
How to Love Your Afro.
Yes.
Thank you. The reason I think it's genuinely revolutionary is because I didn't see anybody actually giving me the tips. I hate when someone says, love yourself. How? Unless you're going to give me steps, leave me alone. You need to just, I want actionable steps.
You know what pisses me off is when people are, I'm doing the work.
Yeah, what work? So give me a Google Doc on what that work is, otherwise shut up.
But I'm just doing the work. So you do the work.
Just do the self-work. Let me not block you. So the self-work for me, exposure therapy. I would leave the house with the afro and no makeup, and I would say, okay, today we're just going to Sainsbury's. And then we come home.
Can I interject?
I literally just got cold even thinking about it. Like a chill came over me, just thinking, could you do it?
Just
and a chill
to Sainsbury's and then home. And tomorrow we go a little bit further.
Yeah.
Have you had anyone say, but you're a really pretty woman?
I knew you were going to say that today. I knew you were going to say that today, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad because the problems I've had is that I'm a pretty woman. I've had that I'm light skinned, so it's not the same. I've had. I've also had things like, but you've got the shaped head for it.
Yeah,
it's different.
Or your hair's all right,
or you. Let me tell you something. Every single person on the planet, no matter whether you think I'm pretty or not, will think that they are ugly, despite. So I've had people say I'm pretty without my afro. Without my wig, sorry. I've had people tell me, I think you look really nice. Did it matter?
Yeah.
Did I believe them?
No. That's it.
I wanted, actually, it made me angry.
Yeah.
I would get defensive. Yeah. Oh, have you thought of, what have you got minding your business? Like that, and because in my head I'm thinking, I think I look so pretty with this hair, and you're coming to tell me, oh, have you ever thought about wearing your afro?
Fuck off.
Do you know how long this takes to do? Do you know how much money this takes? And it would get me angry. So then when people are like, but you're pretty, and I'm thinking to myself, but I didn't see me as pretty at all. And I could say to somebody, you're pretty. And they would want to probably cuss me and say, well, mind your business. I like how I look with my wig. It doesn't matter whether you think I'm pretty or not. And that's the problem. Everybody is pretty. Everybody is pretty. Everybody isn't going to necessarily think you're pretty. We are all raised to believe different things are pretty. So that's fine. But everybody will be able to find somebody else in the world that says you are pretty without that wig, and you will probably want to backhand them.
Very true.
So it doesn't matter whether you think I'm pretty or whether you think I have an oval-shaped head, which is perfect for short hair. It doesn't matter. I thought I looked a mess without the wig. And until I think I look pretty, your opinion is in the dust.
It's true. I remember when I stopped perming my hair. I remember like conversations just before I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
This is like, it's probably been, I last permed my hair, I think in 2004. Right? That's the last time I permed my hair.
I'm proud of you.
So like, I remember the conversations leading up to that though. I was like, I'm never, ever not gonna perm my hair. I was like, what do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Relaxer for life. And when I stopped, it was actually an accident. Like I did it because I didn't mean to stop, but I just like hadn't done it for a while. And
then you were like, I might just leave it.
Let me see how it goes.
Yeah.
And then when I did the big chop, oh my God, I was scared. I didn't want to leave the house either.
Right.
Because I was like, what the fuck do
What do I do?
What do I do? Like,
listen.
What? Like, where's this going?
No, because you don't know. I got the big chop and I had a relaxed pixie and I had a fringe, forgetting that I've never known how to do my hair, but I'm here with a fringe.
Yeah. I've got a fringe.
It's like, I don't know what to do.
All the things you've normally done.
It don't work with this. So the fringe is just... So then I started gelling it flat because I just thought this is easy.
The gel
That's
flat is the
the
saviour.
go-to.
And I started panicking, was like, let me just slick it down and say it's a look. And then just do that. And then I remembered thinking, okay, well, maybe if I colour it. And then went through a season of just colouring constantly. And that was fun until I mashed up all of my hair. And it was that realisation that all of these styles are very cute and I looked very pretty in them. Sure, I liked them. But it's the why of it.
Why?
It's not that you can't, it's the why of it.
Yes.
And that's where somebody, when I first started, really first started my journey properly. And they said, wigs, braids, weaves. And I said, I don't think I'm ready. It felt like I was weaning off something.
I saw you talk about
and I was like, oh no, not yet. Because I'm scared, because if I get a bust down tomorrow and I like it too much, I'm back on the crack.
The crack, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And
It does go, look, I go through my stages of shave, because I've done that.
I've seen, and you look...
You're welcome. It doesn't matter what you think.
Exactly.
You're so right.
My thing is, I wouldn't do my hair like that, because I would feel ugly. Right. If I had my hair just in a kind of a middle front, I can't do it.
So you have a point where you're like, I can't go past that.
Well, then I'm going to feel like a Butters if I just have that. So I've got a journey to go on myself. Going Sainsbury's with that level afro? Absolutely not. That's
exactly
so I shave
what
it down
I did.
to a 2. That's where I feel good.
See?
And I've had your head shape. I'm like, yeah, I know I've got a good head shape. I've also got a long bit at the back. And my mum cussed when I was young. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
Ghanaians are crazy.
Wicked.
You haven't got a long bit.
No, black people, darling.
It's everybody that does that.
Like, do you think
because
I'm just saying
I was just going to say that Ghanaians, we like traditionally they like a flat back head.
Do they? Is that a thing?
It's a Ghanaian thing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I get it. I'm just saying, like, parents always like, there's always something.
No, I get it.
That someone's going to say to you.
But I was just saying that specifically, Ghanaians, they like a square, flat head back.
Okay,
so my
so
mum
good
was
to know.
Traumatized.
So when you
because
see
she
it,
kept saying, because I kept sleeping on your side. And she kept trying to put me on my back. And she's like, she tried to mold my head. So she's always cussed my head back. It wasn't until I worked in the hairdressing, I think I worked at some posh salon. And it was actually offensive, because the woman was like, you've got a perfect head for modelling heads. But she was some rich... And I was like, don't put me on a slave job.
Don't do that.
I'm not your slave. Like, you're not selling me. And in my head, I was like, well, and then I got told off for not saying thank you. And I was like, in my head, I was like, bun you. You don't know the Black Panther you got working in your salon. But I go through my stage when I want it long. I'm in my long phase. And then when I'm like, zoom, but I'm glad I've got to the point where I can do the shave and feel confident, because that's my thing. But I then have that journey to
see. I was going to say the key steps, and this is like the piping hot tea from the book that no one's seen. Exposure therapy.
Yeah.
I did that pretty much every day for about a month. It took a while. Okay. But it ended with me at White City, Westfield.
Really?
No makeup, no jewellery. That was the other rules I set. No jewellery, no makeup, because I would do too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, we're still doing too much.
Yeah.
And the afro, shopping. And I was making eye contact with people. That's how I knew that I had completed it.
Excellent.
Because I wasn't making eye contact on the first trip.
You like that?
Did you ever get checks in that state?
I've been chirped many times in this day.
Yeah.
Really?
I got chirps today. I get chirps all the time. But I remember thinking, I think it's because I think they can tell that I like how I look.
But
yeah, it's a confidence.
Do you know what?
Confidence,
I was gonna say
isn't
that.
it? That
It is
attracts people.
absolutely a confidence thing. It's not like what we think it is.
No, it's
it's
not.
what's really going on inside.
And they can see.
Yeah,
I've got my
absolutely.
cocktails now. So I'm just like, I could never.
Yeah?
Bare face.
Bare face.
Mini
But you see what I
afro.
could?
Because I would literally be like, that's my point of where is my pretty?
Yes.
And it's a journey that you all got to go on.
Absolutely.
We've all got to go on.
Yeah.
So that my barrier to entry is like, just.
So then, second thing then you should try, okay? I've got something for everyone in this book.
Yeah.
Okay? I would stare at myself in the mirror for several minutes every day because I realised that my reflection made me really uncomfortable because I wasn't used to seeing it.
So now you've got me. 'Cause and it's not about the hair or the makeup or anything like that.
Looking at yourself.
Just staring.
myself.
Just staring. So no
I can
makeup or
see that
anything,
would make me
and just
feel
keep doing because that's private. Yeah, you don't have to go to Sainsbury's for that, but do it constantly. And what happened was there was this switch where I finally was like, you know, you're kind of cute, and I'd never thought that before. I was like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. I hate this so much. Oh my gosh, why am I doing this? But then I realized the reflection is a stranger. I'm used to. It's even like ergonomically. I'm used to.
Final form.
This. Something
I get it.
here.
Yeah.
So now there's nothing here. I'm like naked.
Yeah.
So imagine I'm 10 years, look in the mirror, I see this, I take it off, I feel uncomfortable because I don't know this woman.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Why are you in my bathroom? Like, that's how it feels.
What are you doing there?
But then you normalize it. You have to, it's a psychological, your brain needs to get used to seeing you with this, and that takes actively looking at yourself with this every single day.
That's funny because my journey of face, I've done the face.
Right.
But I've had a journey with my face.
Yes.
So then looking at myself, makeup off, I'm now like, you're right.
That's you need to do the same
with the hair.
You need to do the same because you know when they say people build up. You could be an alcoholic, right? And you could spend years building up your tolerance, let's say, to alcohol, but then people sometimes feel like, oh, well, I've tried AA for a few months, a year, and it's not worked. Well, it took 10 years to build up that addiction.
Yeah.
So we need to be willing to potentially give it 10 years. Potentially, because you took 10 years. Right? So I'm wearing wigs for 10 years, and I think after looking at myself in the mirror for a week, and it's just going to... I'm just going to No. I'm going to, it takes work. That's what, when they say it takes work, I don't even know if they know what it means.
Yes.
It means you keep showing up with that afro even when you feel butters.
Yeah.
And you keep showing up knowing that it's actually a brain issue. The way that you train your brain to like the afro is by looking at the afro. I even say in the book, stop walking around with your bonnet in the house. Stop walking around with your head towel in the house. Stop walking around with a headscarf in the house because you don't need it in the house. Because you need to be able to walk around and see your reflection with that afro as frequently as possible. You are hiding it. You do not see it enough, so you are not comfortable with that reflection.
What's your allowance for them having extensions? Like, because I've just said,
do you want to know what my
hair.
allowance is? It's a very good question. Is when I look at somebody with a bad wig, and I think, is that better than this?
Yeah, I get it.
No, yeah, but then no, it's like, so if someone is like, it's not bad.
It's a good wig.
But are you like, it's okay for you to, where's your line of, it's actually okay for you to have extensions?
I think everybody's okay for it. I think it's fine.
Non-judgmental.
No, seriously. Everybody could. But if I was to say to you, sis, let's go out tonight for a drink, leave the wig at home. We haven't got time.
Could you? That
Could
part.
you?
If you can't go out without it, then there's an issue.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
If
I
it's
think
a quick
that's what
one,
it is.
hey, hun, I'm spinning by.
Yeah.
Let's go out.
Yeah.
Can you come out with me?
I think it's like that with makeup as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
100%. Because some people then learn to do a light beat, you know?
Yeah. But that's true.
Makeup.
Just straight lipstick and then you're out of the door.
Yeah.
Those things are kind of easier. It's the hair thing.
It's the hair thing.
I definitely am
Everybody
like,
has their thing, innit?
hair is a...
It's a thing.
It's a whole
I wouldn't
thing.
not go out because actually that's where I got into head wraps.
Yeah.
And selling head wraps.
Yeah.
Was literally, it's like, I can't be bothered to plait my hair. I can't be bothered.
Yes.
Head wrap. And then I could go out. And that at the beginning was like, oh my God, you're so undressed. But then it turned into a thing and I'm selling it. So it didn't. But I would never, if my hair was out, not go out with a head wrap.
Right.
Like, that's not happening.
So the thing that I want for everyone is the feeling that I have, and I talked to somebody actually in the nail salon about this today, just a random stranger. We were just kikiing. Oh my gosh, we were talking all the things. And I said, what I want for black women is to be able to feel what it feels like to know that there is nothing that could happen that I can't leave my yard.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Do you understand? I can leave the house with no makeup. I can leave the house with this. I can leave the house if it was like this. There is no instance where I can't leave my house on a fly and feel good and not feel stressed. And I think there's so much power in that. The way I feel when I can leave the house anytime for any situation, and I don't need a braid appointment, I don't need a wig, I don't need to lay, I don't need to twizzle, I don't need any products, I don't need nothing.
Honestly, fuck.
Imagine, have you considered
that has been done
The
on
no
us?
products thing. The no products
I don't need
is
anything. I can leave my house at any time, and I can leave and chin up and feel like that. I want everyone to feel.
Because I think
because it's the best feeling in the world.
To sit down and actually think of that. Actually, there are loads of us. Millions. That don't have that.
No.
We actually don't have that self-esteem, that base level self-esteem to be like, actually, we could
Come
just
as you
leave
are.
and show up.
And just show up.
Just us.
Yeah.
What it is.
Whatever it is that day. And that's where I say my message is not to not wear the stuff. Wear the stuff because we look fabulous when we do. But I'm just saying there are days, and we've all had those days where I don't want to. And I've had those days where I said I don't want to, and I'm low-key like, and I'm laying the lace or I'm doing the baby hairs. That makes me sad. Those days make me sad where I'm like, I have to.
That's the part, because I actually have this dilemma this weekend. I'm not there yet, and I'm not, because like, I need to do my hair.
Yeah.
And I'm frustrated.
And you're just,
it's my stress. I'm like, we've got solutions. How I'm going to get you to go to this person, call that person. I've got to make a plan.
You've got to make some strategy
to wear my own hair out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that, I can't tell you how much that has impacted my life on a health thing. And I really have to take it there on a health thing. My anxiety was really bad.
Of course.
My anxiety is dropped dramatically.
Because you're not so dependent on what you look like.
That's great.
So I would actually be so highly strung that I would feel like sometimes I would have like panic attacks.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah? I don't have any of that. So my standard of life, my quality of life as a result is like up here because I'm just like floating around.
So talk about how you turned this empowerment into a podcast and then the book.
Because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Anytime you see me do anything, it's because I can't find it. You see the hit hat? Couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Podcast? Couldn't find it. Book? Couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to find it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And when I can't, I'm like, oh, this again. And then I just make it because I think, well, if I'm looking for it, someone else is looking for it.
Yes, 100%. And what was like your first episode that went out, or your first episode that you realised that you're onto something? Yeah.
I actually was teetering around not doing it. I wasn't going to do it. And then it was my mum, and she was like, listen, you either do it on your own, because I was thinking, I can't get guests and I can't get you, find all these reasons.
Yeah.
And she said, just do it on your own and get a little mic, or you just use your phone and just talk. And that was it.
Yes.
So I was just in the corner of my sofa. My first episode was me and just like hunched up in the corner of my sofa looking like Quasimodo with a phone. And just recording and ranting. And I put it out. And then I had a next to no following, mind you. I just opened the Instagram. The day I published the first episode, I opened the Instagram and I opened the TikTok. And
wow.
Yeah. So I had no following. No one knew me other than my mum. That was it. And then I don't even know where the people came from. I promise you, to this day, I do not recall. I was not focused on followers at all. And I know it sounds really cliche because people lie, but I wasn't. I can't tell you when. I can't. All I remember, the first time I thought about it was when I got to 1,000 and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
And then I forgot about it again. Yeah. And then I got to 3,000 and I did a giveaway.
I have noticed because I've been following you for a while.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, girl.
Honestly,
you're doing like
that was this week.
That was this week.
Looking at your numbers,
the jump is. It's wild.
It just keeps
brilliant, but it's a reflection of everything that you're doing.
And to put in the stuff out that is actually needed. Because when you sit down, I love it when you're on your balcony and you're just like chatting, and it does make me sit and think, oh, could I do this? And I get cold and I'm like, okay, just not ready yet. Yeah. But I like watching people because you're planting seeds in me.
That's what my hope is, that
eventually I will be like, the time is now. Like, come on, what are you going to wait until you're dead and then be like, oh, you should have
everyone's got a different time, right?
Like, yeah.
But I want to just be like, seed in you.
That's it.
And that's, someone said to me, well, because I get backlash, of course. I get backlash.
What's the backlash? Talk about the backlash.
Is oftentimes from black women that are like, leave me alone. Leave me to wear my hair exactly how I want.
Yeah.
And I expect it.
I felt that.
No, but if I was 25 with wigs,
do a rant on something and it will just strike me in my heart of, you got to fix up, and it would be like, don't want to. But
me at my peak would cuss me now.
Yeah.
That's where my grace comes from. I know all the things I'd say to me.
But there's beauty in that.
Yeah, I know all the ways I drag me. So when they say these things, I'm like, oh, that's good. I didn't have that down.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah, you fight, because I know that will trigger you because it's a difficult topic, but I also know that you'll think about that later.
That's gracious of you, but is there anyone that's said something you're like, you dickhead?
Yes. One black woman said, and I quote, as a mixed race woman...
Oh, who are you telling?
She was telling you?
Yes. She said, as a mixed race woman who does not have 4C hair, you should stay out of black women's business.
She lied on everything.
I said...
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Why did they do that though?
Yeah.
So it is literally to say your hair's not 4C, you're not black.
Don't chat.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
And that just made me feel like I know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So I'm going to still have grace. Do you know the amount of venom I type in notes?
Yeah, of course. It's good. The outlet.
You bang it out and then delete
and then delete.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it is good to get it out.
But I also just feel like there's a number of times where I've seen things and they've really pissed me off, and then like later in bed I've been like, and then I'll forget about it, and then maybe a week later, and that's what I want my content to be. You don't have to like me, you don't have to praise me, that's fine, but I know you've seen it now.
Yeah.
That's all I need is for you to see it. Even one.
It's a seed, and sometimes I actually think that's what you need is the chink in somebody to react.
It takes one tiny break.
You know, most
touch the nerve.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I like in people's content, is when I want to rail against it, and then I'll sit there in a moment of sanity and be like, oh, they really touched and and that's when I'm like, you've got a lot of work to do. Because if it didn't do anything, then I would just scroll past.
you'd scroll past it. It means nothing to you.
I can feel hot, prickly,
and be like,
here even, and it's like, oh my God, you got shit to
100%.
So how do you, in all of that, you're saving us, how do you save yourself? How do you continue to show up for yourself?
The Bible. My Bible. The way, I'm not even kidding, recently especially, the way that my faith has had to save me from crashing out.
Really?
Yes. Because I get frustrated when I'm trying to do something to help black women and there is a barrage of defense against what I'm doing. And even though I have grace and I know why some black women will fight against it, and I have the patience to wait it out with you until the time comes, I'm still human, so I still take it in. It still sits on my chest.
Yeah.
And I'll sit there and in the evening I'll sit and think, shit, did I go too far? Shit, should I not say that? Should I have made that softer? Should I have packaged the message differently? And then I remember Jesus flipping tables in the temple. And I think sometimes you've got to flip a 2-2 table because soft is not going to get the message across sometimes. And I had this dialogue with myself where I said, am I here to be liked or am I here to actually change things?
Yeah.
I have to choose. And I chose the other day, I said, I'm not here to be liked.
When you, it's something I think we all are passionate about getting the truth out in our own way. That's what the aunt is very passionate about, changing mindsets. But sometimes when you're in the world and you're like, it's just not fucking changing. Do you have an end day? Like, if they don't take off their wigs by 19... of December 2034.
You know, we're
I'm done.
I'm
I know we're back in the 1900s.
I know, sorry, I'm
Literally.
like
No, I'm so what I see this as being is my life's work.
Yeah.
I'm going to die and people are still going to be in wigs.
Yeah.
That's a fact. But I hope that I am able to round up a large enough majority to carry it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry on what I started.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
What I get from you though is that that's why I talked about non-judgmental earlier on. I get from you that you just want women, black women specifically, to feel confident.
That's it. That's it.
To walk in their form,
Yeah.
their natural form.
I
I don't get that you're out here saying, fuck it all. Like,
No, not at all.
I don't get that from you. So
That's not it.
It is frustrating when people, that's all they hear.
Yeah.
What you're saying is like, be able to, can you walk out without that?
That's the thing as well, because remember, I've done content about a lot of different things, inclusive of cancer. Black women in cancer. I did a Macmillan special.
Yeah.
And we did a few episodes. And the trauma that comes from these black women talking about how they had to shave off their hair and they had to then also not just shave it off. So when the chemo's done and the hair's growing back and they're like, oh no wigs, no braids, no extensions, no tension. That's fresh hair. That hair is the most fragile hair you'll ever have.
Yeah.
You've got to look after that hair, but that person's never had their hair out in their life.
Yeah.
So on top of the fact that you're healing from cancer, which is pure trauma, you now have to go through the traumatic experience of having to learn how to love and look after your afro because you've never done it before. And I just feel like my heart hurts for that. You shouldn't have to go through that as well.
Do you know what I absolutely can't stand in the argument of weave or not is when they're like, yeah, but you're not considering people that can't have their hair out.
That happens every single time.
I can't
Every time.
stand that extra because it's like, obviously you're not speaking to those people who are suffering.
Obviously not.
Do you know what I mean?
There is a time and a place.
Absolutely.
But that's when you know that people are grasping at straws because they are
wanna hold
so
on.
riled up
Yes.
that they want to do something to basically shut you up.
Yeah.
They want you to stop talking.
Yeah, like
Stop making contact with me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stop
And
talking to me.
I get it and I'm here for it. I will ride the wave with you because you see when black women say to me, mind your business. It's none of your business. Whatever I want to do with my hair is whatever I do with my hair. But in the other breath, there's a lot of this, black women don't support one another.
100.
I am treating you like a sister.
Yes.
As a cousin, as a niece.
Yeah.
If you were my niece and I saw you in your wig every day and I thought, we've got an issue here.
Yeah.
I would address it.
On that, how do we, because I know I'm surrounded by nieces that
Same.
will not. And I guess are they like, oh no, we've got to take it off before we
No,
get to
so I've got a
Auntie's house?
cousin that is like Gen Z wig queen and she's so beautiful, bless her. But it's gently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now she, for example, sent me a photo of her hairline the other day and she was like, is this alopecia? And I was like, let's talk.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Because I was you. So I'm not going to be aggressive because what was I doing at 19?
I hear it.
That part.
And it's the,
And
it's
they've
the
got
younger
to.
one because when we had the creator of Nyla,
Yeah.
and she was saying that now it's running at about 50% of black women with hair loss.
Yeah.
Right.
In some way. And it's like, that is heartbreaking. But obviously, yes, if you can't show up in your natural form, there is a consequence for that.
I mean, but this is the thing. We've always gone through this because of how the Western world wants us to present, isn't it?
Right.
Because we, at one stage, when everybody was doing relaxers.
Everybody. That was the call to action.
Perm on top of perm, right? You couldn't have like
Every
anything
4
showing.
weeks.
So, you know, when that was happening, there were so many black women that were losing their hair, but they were still continuing to do it. Now, in this new form, it's people having wigs and all the glue and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the new
thing.
cost of entry.
Yeah.
Before it was relaxers, now it's a perfectly blended lace front.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that
that's
to me is
taking off basically your edges each time.
But the
you
problem
do it.
is, and I've said this before, and I will say it again. I was not fussing with these things at that age.
That's another part.
And I still suffered with traction alopecia and baldness, and I have scarring on either side. Now, as my hair grows out and it becomes more dense, you won't see it.
Yeah.
But the reality is, there is hair that will never grow back.
Yes.
And I started later than you guys.
Yeah.
So what is the
they're doing it-
trajectory?
and
This is my. I can't. I'm angry with it, and that's why I was so forceful with my daughter. Like the minute, because I didn't do heavy weaves. I did weaves and stuff like that. The minute I knew I was having a girl, and after I think I had a weave and I was like looking at her and I was like, nah, you're not going to see your mum dependent on this.
Yeah.
So you're going to see me in all the things, but it's not going to be straight hair. Refuse to have straight hair. I did go through the curly phase. I'll have like curly crochet and stuff like that. And you will see my afro and you will see something, but you will see that your mum's not dependent on a straight look. That was my first initiation. And she has to, by force, love her hair. So she'll wear her hair in an afro.
Yes.
She'll wear her hair out.
But that's important.
In K-Rose and stuff like that. But she does love her afro hair.
That's the key thing, is not just using it as a base like I was.
Yeah.
Because that's when, if you don't genuinely like the hair, and again, in my book, How to Love Your Afro, I asked that question. I asked some difficult questions.
Good.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if you have to put the book down and take a minute and then pick it back up.
Yeah.
And even me and my editor were like, how are we doing this? And there were a couple of things where she was like, soften that, keep that, soften that, more on that. And we've had to...
Yeah,
because it's a difficult topic.
No, it's a lot. Well, I can't think of anybody that I know off the bat. Maybe my sister.
Maybe your sis.
My sister is generally very detached from her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
whatever.
Yeah.
How it goes. Doesn't matter. She can hear all of the family.
Yeah.
Can tell her about her hair.
It don't matter.
And it's just... as it is how it. She's probably the only person that I know that has that.
See, the whole thing with the way that I am with my hair and the journey you've seen me on, I've obsessed about it so that I can not obsess about it.
Yes.
And now I have obsessed about it enough and done the work that it's completely decentered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, for example, I don't spend any money on it really. And I'm being very serious. If you follow me, you will see me doing lots of like skin stuff.
Okay.
You know why? I have the money to do it now. I have the money to spend on other things. I have the time and money and energy and resource to look at other areas of my life, such as my hyperpigmentation that I want to clear that. And now I don't spend much money on my hair, so I have the ability to do that. I have the capacity to do that.
Okay, so you do wear makeup?
I've done it today.
Yeah.
But generally...
You're not... Your makeup
I
as
was just
well?
thinking
generally no.
often,
No.
Especially when you're on the balcony, because I love
No,
those
most of the time,
videos.
no.
Yeah, you're just...
I don't wear makeup.
And is that, again, is it the same journey that you went on for...
When I stopped wearing wigs, weaves, braids, relaxers, all of the stuff, I just didn't know why I was doing anything else.
Okay.
Ah.
It's really weird. I just
That's
thought,
interesting.
what's the point in any of it?
Ah.
I just liked how I looked without it. And other people responded relatively well to me without it as well. And then also, I run things. I set the standard.
Yeah.
So now I've set the standard where if I turned up with a wig, now that would be weird.
Yeah, it would
Right?
be.
But what
Because
if you-
I've set that.
But if
It would be.
What have you ever... Is there room for you... Is there room for you to wear a wig again?
I just don't know what the point would be.
Okay.
And again, I can't believe I'm saying this. I was a wig addict.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm sat here, but I don't see the point in wigs for me.
Right.
Why would I wear it? The thought of it being on my head, I think I would. Do you know how crazy it is that I can just do this and touch my scalp?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That I can.
Yeah.
And that's my head.
No, but I get it.
It's true.
Yeah, especially
I
if you like you lived in wigs
tracks and
all
felt the
time.
tracks all the time.
All the time,
Yeah.
tracks or the closure or
Yeah.
the silk base.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can't go back.
To be honest, when you see, because even late, because I'm old school I used to be a hairdresser, so that I'm old school.
Yeah.
So there was less barrier to entry to just getting something on your head.
Yeah.
It would just be a sew and a weave. And when I saw a video the other day when it was like, okay, the thing, and then the paper, and then the tights, and then the thing, I'm like, yo.
When I realised we've
gotten
gotten to a place that I even would have to tap out is when they pull the stocking over the face.
Yes.
Oh, and then do the cut
And then
around.
do I said I paused
Yeah.
a tutorial. I said
It's
listen.
long.
That's why I've never worn one.
It's
'Cause
dumb.
It just
But even
feels
for
like
me,
the longest
in
thing.
2015, we weren't doing that.
No.
Yeah.
But it's
They were
funny
doing
though.
that.
I can't remember. Like, I last got a weave maybe like I would say my daughter's 12, so I think maybe about 11 years ago, 11
Here we
and a
go.
half years ago.
Okay.
Last got a weave, right?
What was that like
You
for
did
you?
my weave. When she did that weave, I swear down. After about 2 days, I cut that bad boy
Yeah.
out.
I couldn't. I was like, no,
Right.
Too much.
No, it's too much.
I've never had a weave before.
I like braids.
Braids, you can still get to your
Because I
scalp,
can still get
and
to my scalp.
you can still feel the
wash my
breeze.
hair.
You
I
can
can still feel the breeze.
Braids for me is like
But then
there's a
even-
blackness to it.
There
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
exactly
That's
that.
how it feels.
There's
Yeah.
a blackness to
Yes.
that. But even that, I get to a point where I'm like, I need to feel my hair now.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like, no,
it's like,
but I'm like that today. Prime example. I spent an hour finger coiling my hair. Yeah? And just because I thought, why not?
Yeah.
I had a new gel that arrived in the post. And I wanted to use my gel. And I looked in the mirror and I said, don't like it. And I went and washed it all out. And then did this.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself that I think I've reached the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
you have.
Yeah,
No, that is.
I was like, I don't know who I think I am.
It's so interesting because I'm going to try and get K-Rose this weekend.
Yes.
And I was saying to myself, I was just talking to myself in my mind, and I was like, I don't like hairstyles. And that's something, it might stem from some sort of beautification trauma that I had where prettying up myself felt like a problem. Because I was so stuck in me feeling like I was ugly.
Yeah.
But I don't like hairstyles. So when you, with you, because I think I've done that before. I've had gel twist, gel loop, whatever finger calls. And I've done it and I've left it. And there's times I'm like, this is too much.
It's too much.
It's way too much. So even I'm thinking about the K-Rose, I'm like, I might like it and I know it will suit me, but it might feel too much of a hairstyle.
So
I know what you mean. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's too done. Look.
Because even when my hair's out, I don't like to do too much. Like my go-to is I'll do a bantu knot and I'll take that out.
Or a little peanut.
See, I'm excited for a bantu knot when it gets to that length. I'm excited.
Do that now.
You see, my thing is tension.
Yeah,
no, you're right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I have managed to come back.
Yeah.
From church alopecia.
No, you're absolutely right.
But
But
you don't want
like a
any
bantu
type
knot
of
as well.
tight.
You can't do any tights.
I won't even wear a tight beanie
Yeah,
hat.
I
hear it.
don't blame you.
You gotta have it free.
I'm traumatized.
You're not dating because you
No,
need to
I'm
get
not.
through this. When are you going to be ready? And what are you looking for? Just so we can put it on the books.
You know what? I think technically, I guess I'm ready now. But because I've also decentered men,
Interesting.
then it means that I am really not thinking about them at all.
Okay.
Do you know where
So one has to actually.
they
pop
have to
up.
actually
really make it happen.
do something special?
Yeah.
And even then, I'll probably be like, I don't know. And that, I think, is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All that means is, again, I've reached the metaphorical top of the single black female mountain.
Yeah. And we love it for you. We love it.
If you meet a man,
Oh, no.
when you meet him, he's got a hat on, and then like you go on another date, he takes that off and he says permed. but
Relaxed.
But up to that point, he's been like wonderful.
Then I will be like, Mum, are you okay? I'm on my way. Don't worry. I'm so sorry.
It's a problem. It could have worked. The final. Oh no, where's your handbag? We like to
My handbag's
get
here.
into your business and know what's in your handbag.
We do.
That's fine.
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
So much fun because
What's in your
I
handbag?
take everything around with me.
Oh, do you?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I have absolutely no
What's your,
filter.
do you have do you essentials or is it everything? Is
Oh,
it?
well, you're going to find out. aren't
Lovely.
you? So,
Ooh.
okay, what shall I start with? Okay, so I'm going to start with the thing that gets me cussed out the most.
Okay.
Okay.
This.
Toilet roll.
But on the actual roll. So I don't buy Pretty Kleenex packages because I feel like I pay my good money for large packs and I'm going to get my money's worth. So I will take, this was full at the beginning of the day, okay?
Oh, wow.
So I just...
Oh,
I
do you
just
just wiping your fanny and blowing your nose and everything?
No, I will. Well, it depends on how scatty the toilet roll is. Where I'm
I hear
peeing.
it, I hear
So
it.
now when I go out and I pee, I'm good to go.
Yeah?
And I always feel like if I don't have this, I'll go home and get it.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, first ever.
Okay.
Yes.
First ever.
Toilet roll in a bag. Okay.
I know I've done it before.
I've done it before when I don't
Yeah.
have like
Yeah, but it's,
I mean,
you're, yeah.
it's the only one.
It's
It's the only
hardback.
one because they've basically sold out. The retailers have upped
I
their.
love a hardback though.
Yeah.
That's
Well
beautiful.
done.
That's the only hardback.
This is the only, no,
Gorgeous.
this is the only book that I have. I only have this. I'm supposed to have more copies, but they
Yeah,
were like,
yeah.
I
the
love
retailers have
it.
I
just
need to
sold
go- I
out
need
the
to go.
tin. So this is the only one I've got for now.
I know you're going to do brilliant.
That is so lovely.
Yes,
Thank you
we
so
will
much.
definitely. I can't wait to actually go on the journey with the book.
Yeah.
It's a
Like, properly.
whole, and I start with my failures to make it easier for everyone else. The introduction
Yeah,
is
'cause
just
you're not coming around here
all
saying, like, I
my
know everything.
failures.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
you're like, okay, safe place.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
It's such a
that's
beautiful book. It's a
gorgeous.
beautiful book
It
as
is
well.
Thank you
beautiful.
so much. Okay, hold on. Let me just move
put
my
that
toilet
there.
roll. Okay, what else? Water,
Yes.
Okay.
Essential. Hand
sanitizer.
Yeah.
Yes.
MacBook charger,
Okay. Makes sense.
tampon, just in case.
Sure.
Always just in case.
Just in case.
Sure.
And I think that's probably it.
Okay, that's not so
Nothing
bad.
crazy. And then an old croissant wrapper, because I got hungry.
Okay. That's fine.
That's it. Is that normal?
Essential.
That's a good
Yeah.
I feel like all of this was when I turned 30.
Okay.
And I started being like acting like someone's mother, basically.
And you had your lip balm as well, so earlier.
I have several.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lose lip balms like I lose pens.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I have many lip balms. We have another one here.
Yeah.
Just in case. I think we also have a backup lip balm in here somewhere. So
Yeah.
I don't like having dry lips.
I hear it.
Yeah? Okay, I think that's it.
Put your book back in your bag.
Oh my gosh.
Otherwise, I would have stolen it.
It will go.
And I wouldn't have told you that I stole it.
I know.
We're coming to your launch.
Book launch.
Yeah, you
Yes.
are. Yes, you are. And I made sure I chased. I said I want confirmation.
We are all
Thank you,
going to be
ladies.
there.
Yeah, we are.
Before we wrap up, we're your favourite aunties now, obviously.
Obviously.
Duh.
Obs. Would you like to ask us for some advice? Because we're quite good at giving advice.
Yes. When it comes to navigating spaces with black people that are in the public sphere, yeah? How do you manage those that are not up to your expectations in real life? What do you do with that?
You're great at this.
Yeah, over to you.
You park it and you just like, it's the same way you can look at someone wearing a wig and be like, I understand the journey you're on. And it's a journey that you're going to be on.
Yes.
And you can either come with me or you can stay over there and do your thing.
And just have grace and keep it pushing.
Just have grace and keep it pushing. Because you're going, people, and I think over time you understand that everyone is lying a bit, everyone's exaggerating a bit, everyone's got fucking issues, everyone's crazy.
Yeah.
And trauma is trauma and it's real. And you also have to manage your own personal realities that this person is putting their stuff out that either on TV, on screen,
and then you meet them and you're
socials,
like,
and you're like, it doesn't match up. And I think as you get mature, as you mature, you realise that it is just a smokescreen. Everyone's kind of putting their best front forward. And we always say, when we talk about dating, you meet the representative. That applies to everybody.
I think the problem is, though, with me, as you've now seen, and with you, as I've now seen, that's not the case in this room. So it makes it really annoying. Because what you see online is what you see in person. So you get excited to hope that maybe...
You know what I will say?
Yes.
What I will say is I get excited by moments when I meet people and they're better than I expected.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a few people that I've seen online
you're like,
and I feel like, oh, you're an idiot or whatever. And then when I've met them, I've been like, actually,
oh my God!
you're brilliant. So be ready for those.
You just go on.
There's actually more of that.
Yeah.
Where people surprise you.
Yeah.
Than the the negatives.
Well, that
can
gives
come
me
along with
joy.
it. I think there definitely are more moments where you'll meet somebody and you'll be like,
what a
you
treat.
are far more than what you put out
That's
there.
very true.
Like
That
your
part.
humanity really speaks more.
Yeah.
And sometimes they kind of got to be comfortable enough to show that as well. So it can take a couple of times and then you'll see it.
Yeah. And I was going to say, because depending on the spaces that you're seeing these people, because also sometimes being in certain rooms, they're on alert.
Okay.
Whatever that means. Brand alert.
Yeah.
Image alert.
Yeah. Networking.
Money alert.
Optimizing the opportunity.
All of that is pressure.
That's so true.
For every individual that might feel like they haven't made it.
Yeah.
So where you might meet someone who's like, you might be like, hi, and they're like, it's because actually they might be thinking, no, because
they're
over there's
somewhere.
that person that I've got to speak to.
And there's the talent agent from this.
Or there's the talent and all that.
Yeah.
Or I'm just feeling like shit and oh my God, it's Paige.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's my idol. Shit, I've got 3 followers. That you might project, what your success might give to them is insecurity. There's all these things that you just don't know is going on.
But
and then they're the actual
also,
dickheads. And then you tell them to fuck off.
But also,
Noted, thank you.
I was going to say, sometimes it's about that person feeling safe as well.
Yeah.
As long as you're authentic.
I always try and make people... He come over here to ramp with me. You see him?
Yeah.
And that's why I like to try and make people feel as safe as possible, as quickly as possible, because I like to kiki. And I like to have an authentic kiki.
Yeah.
So I try and bring you in.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just making sure that people... I don't know, people aren't always going to reciprocate, but the hope is that I can go into these spaces and it feels like this.
You just have to be real. You have to be,
Yeah.
you stay real, and then
I'll do my part.
And then
That's
if
all I
they're
can
not,
do.
then
Yeah,
that's their
bring it out.
business.
I'll show you.
And that's all.
And if not, I fit in business. Then.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, aunties.
Well,
You're
that has
welcome.
been Your Extra Aunties with the wonderful, real Paige.
Yay!
Get her book, follow her podcast.
Yes, please. All the things. Paige Lewin official on all of them, because I just thought, let me make it easy for the people.
Yeah, make it easy.
So Paige Lewin, everything. You Google Paige Lewin official, you find me on everything. And then How to Love Your Afro is available on Amazon, Waterstones. What other things shall I plug?
All
Texture
the
Talks.
What's Texture Talk?
9th of October, it will be out, but it's available to pre-order now.
And you know, pre-order is actually very, very important. Guys. So pre-order now. And
we're trying to get bestsellers out, y'all.
Exactly.
Because if we get bestseller for this one, then there might be another black author where they say, okay, we're going to give this book a chance. Yes. Whereas before, they might have said, oh, I don't know if it's going to be profitable enough for the publishing. Yeah, well, you saw how to Love Your Afro popped off. So.
Yeah.
Okay, do it for the squad.